Hey guys, how's it going? Got another game for you guys. Another land battle. As you can see, it's epic. It's quite crazy. This is from the live stream. Happened a couple of days ago. And yeah, let's get to it. So, what do we have here? Oof, it's lagging slightly at the beginning. It shouldn't be, but it's lagged a lot. There are a lot of units on the field, so let's get straight into it. So, on our end, we have a Royal Scythia. Myself is playing as Partia. We have Club Levies! Can't really yell right now. My neighbors won't like it. Yes, Club Levy spam in the center. They're all gold chevron, and we'll keep an eye on them. Then we have quite a normal. This is the same part of the battlefield. Quite a normal army of Egypt. And on the opposite side, there's a decent army of chosen swordsmen, are very decent troops, a spam of desert cohort. Now the question is, club levy against cohort, who will win? The answers will surprise you. There are some chariots over here, which is fantastic, and then there's the NOOB box over here of Masilla, and we'll see that later on. We are just pushing forward, myself and my ally over here, and we're trying basically to just pressure the right flank of the enemy by shooting at the general and trying to kill as many as possible for the general. Now my army is what it is. It's basically just noble blood cavalry for the frontline unit, some eastern cataphracts. I have got some royal cataphracts over here in my general, noble horse archers, and my ally has sketchy noble woman over there. Of course, he has then lots of armored lancers and some royal cavalry. If we find it somewhere, where is it? Where's the royal cavalry? There, step or noble cavalry. And from the enemy, he's basically bringing a spam of Sitchin Royal Horse, which are very good cavalry for engagements, but they are trash at charge. They get their fortitude charge bonus, but when you look at this 76 charge bonus, it's absolutely insane. These horse over here pick off a lot of troops, and as we see, as I was talking about here, just new box. Yeah, there was only one rule in this match, and it was no artillery, and the rest you can do whatever you want. It was ultra fun, so it was fantastic. I did not see much what's happening on this side, so I'll check it out. There's a long line of Oathsworn and Chosen Swordsmen over here, which are moving forward, and there's some camel archers for Egypt, which is something you don't often see. Some really nice thick boys over here. Yeah, just beautiful, beautiful elephants. Pikemen to our spears scattered around them. Some nice skirmisher forces. Ptolemaic Cav as the general, and then the general is Royal Potters. Then two Ptolemaic Cav just in support, and my ally over here is basically berserkers, Club Levy, and noble riders. As we're saying that we're managing to push back the Royal Scythian as much as possible, and the idea was that we put enough pressure that we come around the side and will manage to actually take them by surprise. The problem is that Royal Scythians, if you engage them in combat, it's not the nicest of things. I didn't realize this battle lasted 42 minutes. This is insane. It was a long battle and really, really, really good battle. So definitely lots happening. As you can see, we've been going on for 4 minutes when usually most land battles in 4 minutes are over, and it's still going on. I mean, lots of pressure is being carried out at the moment on the center, and it's just beautiful. The game right now, it's basically just two lines over here. We're trying to get around on that side, whereas they pushing us back on this flank, and we're reforming, and the line are rearranging themselves as necessary and as needed. These club levy are pulling back, reorganizing themselves as the blunt force of these desert cohort, these amazing units, which honestly, they're some of the best units, most versatile units in the game that I like. They are not cheap, they're 980 gold, but they definitely do a lot of damage. In retrospect, these guys are only 300 gold at gold chevron tree, so that does make a difference. And we were talking about new boxing, and this is just insane. He's not letting any form of kink in his armor, but in the long run, what will happen is he will die, because of course he will die. As we're saying that, noble horse archers from my end, I'm trying to trim down his general, but he keeps moving out of formation, and I'm pushing forward. Now, the problem I was facing and what I was being scared of is that his army of Massilian hoplites would start moving on to me, and there was not much pressure at this side of the battlefield for us to do anything. He does have some Desert Legionary cavalry over here, which are nice melee cav. They're not the best, but they're nice melee cav, which are at the center, and it's quite difficult to deal with. These skitty noblewomen are coming and just letting a few charge shots into the sides of these desert cohort, whereas on my end I'm just just reforming my lines. But as I'm doing that, these Massilian hoplites are threatening my flank, and it is quite terrifying. These Massilian hoplites are, I think they're a very good hoplite unit. They're not the best hoplite unit, but for what they are, they do a very good job, a decent job. And they're being backed. There are some Dacian bowmen or mercenary Gallic bowmen over there, which are, I forget which one of they are, but they're very, very good at hiding. These Legionary Cav run away the moment they see these Scythians coming towards them. And there's some Royal Horse ready to support the flank of the Massilian troops. My main army is struggling. I'm trying to see if I should pull back or not, and they're pushing in and they're trying to cut me off from the rest of the army, and that is not something I would have liked to happen. Desert Cav is charging in. On this side, I did a feint and scared off these armor chariots, which is the best I could do. The Arveni are pulling back entirely. Their forces. The Egyptian is pulling back his forces entirely as the Arveni pressure. It's quite big. The problem with the pressure is the Desert cohort are a very good, strong center unit, and that is what we needed. I wished that I had some units over here that could rear charge them effectively and damage them. But as I'm saying that, the Massilian hoplites are pushing in, and I'm not enjoying the pressure whatsoever. So I'm trying to pull back my troops as fast as I can. But these are heavy units. These are very heavily armored cataphracts, and they do not retreat very well. As we're saying that, the Scythian is staying there, but it is, they're horse cavalry. They're horse tribal people. They will easily come to my flank. Trying to lose some volleys into these men, but these guys are holding the line very well. These berserkers threatening the desert cohort, and my Royal Cataphracts were here ready to deal some damage. I really wanted to charge into the slave infantry and kill it. It was just like, oh, juicy hit. Satisfying, but juicy hit. But also very dangerous. As I'm saying this, the army is splitting into half, and it is not going very well for us at all. As well, our army is back to the wall. We need mobility, especially myself. I needed a lot of mobility, and I would not have been able to survive the charge of these hoplites along with the flanking charge of these Scythian cavalry. I'm trying just shoot off a shot here and there, but it's definitely not going that well for me. As the formation now, it's pretty much, we're being pushed into the corner. They've gained a lot of ground, and we have not managed to hold anything. Okay, it seems that they had some bowmen over there that were shooting at my men. It is not looking that favorably for us, but we shall see. His general unit over there is just too good to leave by, but I really wanted to charge it. As I'm saying that, his entire force just starts moving forward, and it is not looking pleasant whatsoever. We're just basically being pushed into this corner, and we will eventually be surrounded. And that's not good. That is definitely not good. 10 minutes and barely a cav engagement, barely any units have engaged. This is what is making it amazing. What is so fantastic about this battle. These desert cohort finally start moving yet again, and they're trying to come into contact with this club levy. As we're saying that, Egypt decides that it is enough and charges into combat with the Arveni, and their formation, they should be able to deal enough damage. The trick will be with the elephants and to do damage with them, otherwise this will be a different story. So a calf charge over here, and we ended up cleaning them up, but they're coming in with everything they have, and they don't seem to be stopping this time, so it seems that they're quite committed. I'm trying to push my troops forward, trying to hold the flank, but there's only so much we can push back. And as we're saying this, all these Massilians are coming forward, and they will be a big threat to our cavalry forces. Now, as this is happening, Scythia actually engages my flanks and then charges into my troops, my frontline area, with all of their melee cavalry. These are really insanely good cav units. Lots of armor, lots of health, just really good across the board. And I'm just, noble cavalry is just charging forward. trying to block them. And my noble cavalry is just, mediocre comparatively. I'm trying to provide some missile arrow with my horses, but it's not going to go well for me. And I'm saying that these noble horse archers are, trying to shoot wherever they can. And on the other side, we have an engagement. These pikemen pushing into the formation of the Arvenai, these Ptolemaic Cav just charging in, doing an insane amount of damage, and these Turok swordsmen holding their own against really, really good units. Taurus spears coming from the flank, more Cav charges on the flank, Cav charges from the rear. The Egyptian players are actually picking apart this Arvenai army immensely well. The main problem is going to be this cavalry on this side, which is going to be really dangerous for us. As I say that, my cavalry see an opportunity where they can charge, and they take it. I try to stop one of them. I'm not sure why. Yeah, they both charge. This charge over here should be quite good for us into this desert cohort. I don't know what the hell happened there. My idea was I'll whip around and I'll start rear charging to these troops. As I say that, there's a lot of cavalry that is still moving. I'm trying to micro this while at the same time over on this side we're getting slaughtered. My men are getting completely and utterly slaughtered by the what you call them, 100 charge bombs, not bad, by the Royal Kitchens over here. They're getting a lot of decent kills, and my general is being target fired by all of this ammunition straight to his flanks. As we're doing that, these citizen cav are coming here to assist this Torque swordsman and my Royal Cataphracts, which did take a hit. These war elephants, running amok and killing the Oathsworn general unit. Beautiful charge there, and then charge into these Gallic hunters. This is amazing. They're charging into all the units at the right time and doing a lot of damage. We are seeing a massacre with these stick boys. Fantastic damage that they're doing over there. It seems that the front line of the Egyptian has collapsed almost entirely. Royal Peltas is still firing, and the Royal Peltas can do a lot of damage, but these elephants, 200 something kills, doing very well. On this front, my Royal Cataphracts are not doing the damage I expected them to be doing. Definitely helping the Club Levy a bit, but look at the Club Levy. Look how much of the Club Levy is still alive, and they're actually breaking the Desert Cohort, which is insane just to think about it. These Cataphracts did get a few hits here and there, but they're going to be facing Hippias Lancers over here, which are lighter, faster, but not as good damage dealers. As I'm saying this, my troops are falling in their entirety. Like, this flank was collapsing utterly. My ally charges in his Royal Scythians into this Scythian trying to break it, but my troops are not managing to hold, and they did get a few kills here and there, but yeah, it did not go well. It's not what I was expecting, and then the Messenian Hoplites came in, and that kind of sealed the deal. So we won one flank, winning the flank. These elephants perfectly skinning the line. Oh, okay, now they're running over their own man. It's gonna hurt. No. They actually did not kill that many. 384 kills on those elephants. The Taurus spears are fighting the general over there. Noble Lancers coming to aid the Egyptian flank on this side. My Royal Cataphracts over here are just basically suicide charging them into, because I saw the missile units and I was trying to see if I could get some kills, maybe even in this desert cohort, but the Hippias Lancers were doing a lot of damage. My other Royal Cataphracts over here, exhausted and not doing very well, so just bye-bye to our spears. Boom. Beautiful charge that did really no damage whatsoever. Really, truly. Wait. Yeah, they got like 20 kills from that charge, which is not bad, considering they're charging yet again into the rear of these Gallic hunters. And that's the end of my Royal Cataphracts over there. 1,400 gold and nothing to come out of it. These horse archers are not doing any damage compared to their usual high impact. I am very disappointed in them. I expected to do more. The Club Levy is has wiped off the middle of the map and cleaned up all the army. The Steppe Lancers over here, on the other hand, are cleaning up any remaining troops from the Maseli and the Arvenai units, and they're doing very good job at it. They're picking. They're like carrying, picking here and there. These poor Cretan archers getting rear charged there by heavy horse, and heavy horse will definitely do a lot of damage. Taurus spears and Taurus swordsmen not faring very well on that side. They're all pelters on here, 100 kills, but yeah, they're an expensive unit and they're getting wrecked very easily. Sap lancers are breaking Celtic slingers, and the Taurus spears are coming back. These chosen swords will not do well, and these chosen infantry and Oathsworn need to be rear charged and broken if there's going to be any chance for us to win on the right flank. On my troops on this side, I'm retreating, trying to slow them down as much as possible, breaking a unit here and there. Finally, these guys start tracking a few kills. My general is 61 kills again. 60 kills is basically I killed, traded evenly, but clearly his troops are doing in much better shape than my man. He's heavily depleted. You have to admit, but yeah, I didn't do so well. Meanwhile, once again, club levy. I mean, look at their skill. They did very well considering they're just club levy. I think one of them almost gets 200 kills. So kudos to club levy. Club levy spam works every time. As I'm saying that, the Scythian army comes to this side, our ally, and tries to finish off the rest of the troops. I mean, they're shattering the Arverni, but they killed the general for the Egyptians, and that is a big blow for the Egyptian morale. And the Egyptians do not have much left anyway. They have 7 citizen cavalry over there. The Oathsworn are breaking, but that's the important part. Chosen swords over here, and this Oathsworn unit is the last one left. These heavy horses are holding the flank, but that's all that's left. Managed to break a couple of units over there, and then the remaining forces for the enemy, they're falling back. They're falling back. So what's left? Well, Massila is pretty much untouched, and Scythia is at half strength. On our end, we have half strength of Suebi, 4 units left from my end, and a little bit of a general unit over there, half a unit of general, and full strength pretty much Royal Scythia with 1 unit left of Egyptian troops. The battle here was exceptionally messy. If you look at the battle lines, there is no proper battle line. There's like fight here, skirmish here, lots of small skirmishes as the battle lines are moved. Skirmish, like there's no battle line in this game. That's mostly to do with the fact that there's so much cavalry, like skirmish. And over here is just like one huge blob. Yes. The Massilians start charging against the Club Levy because he's like, yeah, we'll beat them. We'll definitely beat them. The thing is, with Club Levy, they're just buying time at the moment. And we were all like on voice chat, like, listen, we need to do this. Like, let's fall back. Let's move forward. Let's do this. And we were quite an interesting game. Now, our Royal Kitchens are arriving on the battlefield, and they are threatening the flank of the Massilian troops, and my men are coming into the rear, trying to put a little bit more pressure and maybe opening a gap into their ranks. As I'm doing that, however, I did not realize that all of my allies are moving up there, and I'm going to get cut off. And the gap that ended up happening is not that the enemies broke into; it's more that my troops ended up cut off significantly. So I still have 2 units with ammunition, whereas my ally has 4 over there. Lots of encouragement, areas of encouragement. What the hell is this? Maybe a general died there. So it's fantastic. Okay, what's happening? So these are the club levy being split into 3 groups. Their noblewomen are up here, and the Massilian hoplites are just forming into thick lines and shield walls. His men are exhausted, so they're gonna get. No, they're fresh. Yes, they have no kills whatsoever. Okay, he has a couple of kills here and there, but just nothing. And what is he doing? He's doing the one thing you should never do in a map in the game. Like, actually, you should never do this. He's so annoying. But hey, this person did it. You'll see, like, you can guess what he's doing. You've seen what he's been doing all game, but you can guess what he's going to do next. I'm trying to get into range enough to shoot his general. I kill one or two of his general units here and there, trim him down and get him as down as possible. Another one of his royal horse dies. These are very expensive units. We're playing on ultra fines, which allows you to get a lot of. Okay, let's see the battlefield like this. Like the line's still intact, the new box forming for a desperate last stand. My men running back over the bodies of the club levy, and yeah, some people apparently play the game like this as well. I don't understand how you can play the game like this because it's absolutely insane. You don't know which are your troops. I mean, I can understand why it is so satisfying. You can hear all the commands as my men are running around on this flank. The There are more troops over here. These are the Scythian cavalry coming into formation. They're just forming up over here while the what you call them, the club levy are moving forward. This is the enemy Scythian troops. They're just trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do and organize themselves in such a manner that they can do some damage to us. But let's go back to normal for footage. Look what they did. Actually, you know what? This is an actual good screenshot. Yes. That was a good screenshot. That will be the thumbnail. The new boxing event. Yeah, his general is trimmed down now, like really, really, really low. I still have some units over here, and I'm thinking I can actually break this. I still have some ammunition. I'm trying to kill as much as I can and be as useful as possible to my allies. My KDA is going to be really horrible. But then again, like realizing I was fighting mostly horses and I didn't get that many kills from infantry. So, of course, from horses, you are killing way less troops. So there's just half the strength of an infantry unit. So infantry is 120, these are 60. Makes different. Now the roles have been reversed completely. They are back to the wall. They have nothing left. Pretty much, we've surrounded them, and we're just slowly tightening the noose, slowly pushing our troops in. I would prefer it if the Rose Kitchens moved his troops slightly closer. Just pull the troops in, just support the front lines a bit better. Whereas the Egyptian is like, no, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna enjoy it here. As they say that they don't have any more. Oh, they're not. You're not gonna catch those. I'm trying to go in to support the Scythian archers, but yeah, my men charge in, Taurus Spears charge in, and then it's just the generation from this side onwards. They're charging in from every which angle, and we're trying to do as much damage as we can. But my troops are just very exhausted. Precision throughout fatigued. Man, my men are very exhausted. Trying to charge in destroy Scythian horse, but my general, yeah, not really the most responsive unit at the moment. Yeah, I mean, then again, these are heavy units. Like, yeah, there you go. Got charged into the rear by this Royal Scythian horse over there, which I'm countercharging with my noble horse and trying to break it. But not doing so well. Not doing so well. And this entire conflict is happening to the side. I'm breaking one of them, but I will not be able to break this unit over here. What is that ability? They use the Draco ability to make my horses much weaker against cavalry, which is very annoying because I do get a bonus versus large on the Royal Cataphract, it seems, but I lost it entirely. Royal Horse over here is pretty much that. Hippolytus Lesser's come in, and that is the end of my army pretty much because I am now in retreat, full retreat, but I'm not gonna manage to get out of there, and my general is going to die. My horse archers are still intact, but without the general, since my army is so low, it will break. Army losses is a real thing. Army losses is a beautiful thing. You should always, always, always be very careful of army losses. I'm charging in against heavy melee horse with just missile cavalry, so that's not going to go so well for me. And I'm fighting Hippeos lancers over here with again more missile cavalry. My other unit of cavalry is being surrounded by noble riders. Oh, the noble riders, my allies, coming in to help, and they're trying to support my army. or Skitches coming in to try and support this angle, maybe salvage some of my troops, but my troops are pretty much gone at this point. But at the very least, they pulled out all of their cavalry into the open, and the damage has been very real. This is a land battle. We started on this side. Just keep in mind, we started there. We ended up here. Just amazing, like the massacre that has happened. I just, you know, I'm not sure if you guys like land battles that much. I try to do them every now and again because they're a good break from doing siege battles. But yeah, if you like them, just let me know and we'll get to do more often with them. Tomorrow I'll probably try to do a few sea battles, and we'll see how that goes. But well, we don't know. Tomorrow should be Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow should be Thursday. As I'm saying, that noble cavalry is coming in, charging in. Yeah. At this point, the enemy Scythian is dead, and the Hippeus Lancers for the Macedonian troops are pretty much they're done for. Like there's nothing they can do at this point that will win them the fight. These cavalry are being targeted down by these noble women, and the kills are very real. The Hippeus Lancers here are breaking. So are the noble Lancers for the Macedonian unit. It seems it's breaking over there. Oh, wow, we're skitching horse as well. Hippeos Lancers are terrifying units. Ooh, that noble Lancer shattered. Foof. 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 The general unit for the Scythian army is coming outside to fight Nye with his men, which is admirable considering the fact that this guy is still not moving. He has two new boxes, one to go each other. So he has a Taurus spear line, he has his Gallic hunters on the inside, just a lot of ammunition, and he has. This is insane. Like Missile Hoplite is just cornered in just completely. Now, if you want a new box and you have this much time, I would actually create a semicircle because that's much harder to break. But still, like man, don't new box at the corner of the map, man. Well, at least not this corner, but on the side of the map. That's just sad. And as we were saying, these units have been completely wiped out. Hundreds of kills, 150 kills on the Noble Lancers. Noble Lancers tend to do really well. And over there, the kill count is insane. And at this point, it is going to be a beautiful. Pretty much, I'm going to hide everything because this is just going to be a mosh pit for 20 minutes at full speed ahead. We shall see the might of cycle charging. Those are hoplite units, huge melee armor resistance, huge melee defense, fantastic units to hold the line. And we're gonna see if horses can actually beat a hoplite formation. And a couple of barbarians running around with clubs and shields and nothing else. Maybe wearing a wolf skin. I'm talking about, of course, the Swebby. Over there. The cycle charging is starting, and oof. No, actually, these are the missile units. The missile units emptying their missiles, trying to snipe the general. The club levy charge in, and oh, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, the Gallic hunters are breaking in the middle. Club levy are breaking as they're starting. I mean, they're exhausted. They're very depleted in units. So it's not going very well for them. The last Taurus spears of the Egyptian unit is trying to absorb as much ammunition as possible. Another unit over here is trying to absorb ammunition. Yeah, fantastic. Just try to reduce the ammunition they have. Try to remove as much peel as possible too. So then the actual units that can do damage will do the damage. The club levy over there are having a field day, damaging as much as possible the walls, and trying to break through. But I mean, their job is there as a distraction to weaken the enemy as much as possible, and see what happens. The cavalry units are waiting for a chance to start charging. Why are they not charging? What are they doing? Okay, they're moving in. They're moving in. Finally, they're moving in. They're in position, and the new box starts weakening. Charges happen, rear charges, cycle charging, and here it goes. It's just a massacre of epic proportions. I said, move forward, please. cycle charging over here is just like, you know, literally 15 minutes of this. That's what we ended up seeing. They tried to start pulling back their troops, but these Storm Spears are not having a good time. You know, these units, as you know, as the panic starts to set in, you start pulling your units here and there, so you start trying to figure out what the hell is happening. But yeah, oh wait, let's move it like this, and you have to press the button a couple of times. Come on, cinematic mode, please. Hey, cinematic mode. And there you go. You can see nothing. Why is the cinematic mode even there? I think I need to get a few shaders, and not that my machine will be able to. Oh my god, machine! It's a laptop. I actually never named it. It's been with me for a year now. Yeah, a year this month. I have not named my laptop yet. Maybe I should name it Legatus or something. I have no idea. Yeah, this game is pretty much over at this point. His teammates were arguing with him. People were leaving the game. They left with a sour taste because, well, it was not the honorable thing to do. Like, you know, you lost the game. It's fine. You spend the entire game sitting inside your own little confines, comfortable confines, and let your allies die. That means you lost the game. As you can see, the club levy are actually dealing decent amount of damage. Actually, let's see the club levy over here. Oh boy, where are they? Club levy, 113 kills, 35. Berserkers are having a field day. These Massilian troops, of course, are killing a lot because they're fighting club levy, but club levy 104. You know, getting club levy over 100 kills is something definitely that's nice to see. Okay, back to the cycle charging. He's trying to raise the banner to keep his morale up as much as possible, putting up his melee defense as much as possible, if it is possible. He is boosting his morale up, but it is staying at 55 because the morale is falling. Over here on this side, these troops are really getting thin. And this is cycle charging with 260 kills on that graph and 240 kills on here. I believe one of the cavalry gets almost 400 kills, if not more than 400 kills, which is insane because it's just non-stop cycling into a unit that is meant to take it. Clear, yeah, I mean, if he had pike units, it would have definitely not been fun that for the cavalry to charge in, but yeah, they're falling back. They're trying to hold, but it's not going very well for them. Yeah, at this point, it's just one blob and trying to break that. It will break because there is. You look at all these guys. These guys are waiting for their turn to start cycling in. 214 kills. 386 kills. This is fantastic. Yeah, this charge in is very important because it rear charges the Massilian hoplites in over there, and these Gallic hunters over here are getting a little bit scared off by the volume of men. Yeah, the troops move in slightly closer and slightly closer. I wonder if they would have broken if all of this just charged in. Probably not, but I wonder if they would have broken. Definitely more damage would have been done to the Scythians, but at the same time, it would have been quite an epic charge to see happen. And then just pull back, but you know, you can't have everything in this world. As we say that they're being pulled in and out in a rhythmic fashion. 362 kills. That was a really good charge over there because they managed to get into the rear of those two units, and more Massilian hoplites are breaking. These Gallic hunters over here are broken pretty much. 340 to 400 kills over there on the one unit of cavalry, bringing them back. And at this point, the Massilians are breaking. The barbarians over here are definitely winning. The berserkers did a really good number on the troops. As you can see, they paid dearly for the attacking here, but they definitely did an insane amount of damage. And as they're doing that, over here, finally a gap appears. And at this point, I believe any second now, the guy is about to give up the fight in its entirety. That ability is insane. Wow, wait, that's fine. I said Normal speed, thank you. That ability is insane. Draco, bonus versus cavalry, Vort versus elephants and bracing is gone. So all of a sudden, these guys are much weaker against calf charges, and the calf charges will definitely provide a lot more damage. They're being attacked in the rear, and they're getting rear charged pretty much because the cavalry is breaking through these flanks. The sword spears are down to 11 men. The general unit is coming in and is charging into these ranks. The general unit is Royal Skating Horse. Of course, these guys are just incredibly strong. These guys have been, retired. They've done their duty. They've done their job. I'm not sure why he stopped charging with his shock cavalry, because definitely would have kept doing so much impact. But the cavalry pushed back the units so much, and to minimal losses. Basically, he did all of that with 3 units of cavalry. Like, just cycle charging, it just so shows the power of cycle charging. 181 kills on this club levy. Just that is 123 kills. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And this is where the AI takes over, because the guy rage quits. And at this point, the game is going on only because one of his allies was still in the game. I believe Agent Panda, who was also the other Royal Kitchen player, played very well. But at this point, yeah, Noble Riders charging into the rear every which way. These Massilian hoplites are probably doing even more damage than the defensive player did. But yeah, against cavalry, you need something that, like, the concept of water flowing over a rock. It smoothens out the edges. You need to have as little edges as possible. These guys getting partially rear charged, but the general is breaking. There's a mass rout happening anytime now. Yeah, the poor club levy holding until the end. They just, 22 men left, and they are breaking as well. They're being pulled back just for the sake of it. I mean, 120 kills in this club levy. The cavalry is preparing for, just in case the guys decide to fight longer. But really and truly, there is nothing left. This entire army was whittled down to nothing. They do the AI has more honor than the guy who was playing. What the hell was his name? I forgot his name. But yeah, that general unit is not going to live for long. These guys are breaking. There's a chain route happening, and this is GG at this point. It was a fun game. Little bit sour because of, corner camping. Guys, don't do it. It's not fun. Noob boxing. The name is in the noob boxing. It never wins. You will always lose. It will always break. That was the game. Yeah, definitely could have done much better from my end. I lost all of my troops, killed only 560 men. Um, Essence did 2,400 kills and lost only 400 men, so it's basically 6-1. Onapid, Ondapid, I cannot pronounce it, and Will H 84. Fantastic guys, did really well. This guy did insane. Wait, this guy did insane well. These guys, beautiful. I mean, this is more impressive. Where is it? Where is the guy? This is more impressive than this, in my opinion. But then these guys, I mean, step. Oh, okay. These are noble lancers. These were armored lancers. They're different. They're slightly weaker than the noble lancers. Flame was the guy in the center. He lost all of his army pretty much because he was overstretched and he had no support from Gaba. That was the name of the guy. Gaba, dude, don't noob box. It's not fun. Vadim Boyar, really good game, man. Like, you played really well. Your army almost won. If you had, again, support from your allies, you would have won. And Agent Panda, like, you did well. Just, you got caught out over there, and it didn't end up working that well for you. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. If you do enjoy it, please leave a sub. It helps. Like the video, dislike the video if you don't like it, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Send me your replays on totalwarbro@gmail.com. Recently, I've been uploading a lot of the live stream battles because there have been some really decent battles. But hopefully, as of a couple of days ago, I started re-uploading the stuff you guys sent me, and I have a few more readied up. And I'll record, every day. I'm gonna try and record 2 every day for a while because I ran out, and I was trying to make them every morning when I wake up. And I'm waking up at like 10, 11 a.m. It takes an hour to record one. It takes 2 hours to upload and process and finish and do the design of the thumbnail and all the other. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Hope you're well. Stay safe. Boo boo.